Hello, everyone. Let's learn about it in this class. The second part of knowledge of physical treatment methods of sewage. Collecting pool and lifting pump. The function of the water collecting pool is to collect. The role of storing and balancing the quality and quantity of wastewater. Why set up a water collecting pool? Let's take a look at the production wastewater from each workshop first. The quantity and quality of wastewater removed by it are average. It is unbalanced for there is no wastewater when it is not produced. Even within one day, or between shifts, it is possible that there will be great changes, especially the wastewater from fine chemical industry. If clear water and turbid water do not diverge, then the concentrated wastewater in the process production and the water quality and quantity of lightly polluted wastewater vary greatly. This change has an impact on the equipment of wastewater treatment facilities, and normal operation and treatment effect. It's very unfavorable, even harmful. Therefore, wastewater before entering the main sewage treatment system, it is necessary to set up a wastewater collection tank with a certain volume, store wastewater, and make it homogeneous and uniform, to ensure the normal operation of subsequent wastewater treatment equipment and facilities. Determination of volume of collecting tank. Volume of collecting pool of sewage pumping station should be based on change of influent flow rate, model, number and working system of selected sewage pumps, determination of operation nature and startup time of pumping station. The volume of the water collecting tank is too large. It causes a large amount of siltation, and increase the project cost. If the volume is too small, the fork cannot meet the requirements of water regulation. The volume of accumulated water pool should meet the hydraulic layout. Installation requirements of grill and suction pipe of sewage lifting pump. In the future, water is pumped away and, on the basis of avoiding frequent opening and closing of water pumps, minimize the volume of the pool body. This can reduce the cost and reduce the deposition and corruption of pollutants in the pool. The volume of the water collection tank includes two parts: pool water dissolved product and effective dissolved product. Pool water volume refers to the volume below the lowest water level. Effective volume refers to the highest water level in the water collecting tank. The volume between the minimum water level and the minimum water level. The effective volume of medullary pool should meet the following requirements. First, run large sewage pumping stations all day and night. The effective volume of water accumulation pool is not less than that in pumping station. Calculation of effluent flow of the largest pump in 5 minutes. For example, when the water pump unit is automatically controlled, the large flow submersible pump shall not be operated more than 6 times per hour. When manually managed, the pump should not be started more than 3 times per hour. Secondly, for small sewage pumping stations, because the sewage flow at night is not large, may stop running at night. In this case, collecting pool dissolution must be able to store the inflow when stopping operation at night. Third, for the collection pool of sewage pumping station in the factory, according to the shower displacement in a short time, to compound its volume. Fourth, in the water pump control cabinet, the pump can be automatically controlled according to the liquid level of the sewage pool. The pumping station opened and closed can use the water collecting pool. Incoming water quantity and pumping quantity of each pump. The effective volume is calculated according to the law of design of water accumulation pool in sewage pumping station. The maximum water level shall be calculated according to the fullness of the inlet pipe. The design average water level shall adopt the design average flow inflow, water level of pipe canal. Design minimum water level of water collection tank. The requirements of all suction heads should be met. Requirements for immersion depth. Sewage lifting pump. It is a kind of pump, motor, shell and control system. Pump products. Generally, centrifugal pumps are the main ones. The layout of water collecting pools should be considered. Improving hydraulic conditions of water pump absorption, reduce entrainment and eddy current. To ensure the normal operation of the pump, attention should be paid to the following points when arranging. The suction pipe or impeller of the pump should have sufficient irrigation depth. Prevent air suction when air suction forms vortex. The suction bell mouth of the water pump should be kept with the bottom of the pool. Distance required. The water flow should be uniform and smooth, and flow in without eddy current. Pump suction pipe port. The inlet flow conditions of each pump are basically the same. Don't suddenly expand or change direction of water flow. Velocity at the inlet of the water collecting tank and the flow rate of the pump inlet is as slow as possible. Let's take a look at the operating procedures of the lifting pump. First, preparation before startup. First, whether the control water level is set correctly. Second, is the shutdown water level high enough to prevent air from entering the pump chamber. Third, whether the import and export miscellaneous valves of the pump are fully opened. If the hoist is a centrifugal pump, the pump outlet valve is to be closed to ensure low load startup operation. Fourth, check whether the pump pit level is normal. Fifth, if explosive gas exists in the environment, the pump cannot be started. Second, operating procedures and precautions. On-site operation, put on-site/remote, switch to field position, press the start button. The pump starts to work, press the stop button. Water pump stops working, remote operation, if necessary. Start and stop the water pump in the central control room. You can switch the live and remote switches to the remote position. Then remote control can be realized. Attention should be paid to observation when the pump is running. Whether the pump runs stably. Is there any abnormal vibration and noise? Whether the current is normal. Pay attention to the situation of the upper nozzle and the outlet. Third, maintenance and maintenance. Do any inspection and maintenance on the pump. The main power must be disconnected before maintenance. Live operation is not allowed. And remove the fuse from the control box. First, visual inspection. Visual inspection of some appearance of the pump. Is the condition normal? Second, the inspection of the motor room. The motor room is carried out. Is there any aging and rusty motor equipment inside? Third, the inspection of cooling oil. Look at the droplets of cooling oil and whether the state of dropping oil is normal. Fourth, troubleshooting. Maintenance personnel must have corresponding qualifications and comply with relevant safety regulations for maintenance. The following are the reasons why the normal phenomenon of failure has occurred. Possible causes of failure, such as insufficient immersion depth of pump. If the air in the pump is not drained clean, it will easily lead to the phenomenon of no water outlet. The flow will also decrease. Third, the speed is too high and easily leads to pump vibration, and the phenomenon of motor overload. When air enters the water suction pipe, it is easy to cause no water. Low flow rate. There are also some vibrations. The discharge pipe is blocked. Valve closed. It is easy to appear without water. The phenomenon that the vibration sound is relatively loud. Then pump the liquid containing air or other gases. It is easy to have more faults. Too high total dynamic pressure head can easily lead to no water outlet. Phenomenon of low effluent flow. The pressure head of the water suction port is too high. Insufficient pressure head of hot fluid suction port and insufficient submergence degree of inlet pump. The mud concentration is higher than the preset. The phenomenon that the specific gravity of the medium is higher than the preset is. Frequent failure phenomenon in maintenance of pumping station. You can follow some operation and maintenance of relevant pumps. Procedures for maintenance. Thank you all.